Dr. Connors, you here? You okay?
Dr. Kurt Connors. Time is 8:47 p.m. Well, my regeneration serum is finally ready to test on a human. And what better guinea pig than myself? I know there are risks, but I can't allow a twist of fate to undo the natural order when science can correct it. If the unthinkable happens, please see that my wife and son get this letter. Ow! Stings a bit more than I expected. I feel something happening.
Gosh, Doc. What did you do?
Stay back!
Dr. Connors? Better catch him and find out what the heck's going on.
Alright, so things look kinda bad. Our former teacher and friend turned into a lizard monster, but on the bright side, at least now we know he can tell us something about all these lizard attacks. Honestly, the way the lizard is portrayed here is pretty tame compared to almost any other media. Also, we can't actually catch the lizard. If we bump into him, he just jumps over us like that. In case you haven't noticed, this game has some bad audio sync issues, and I always worry that it's my recording, but it never is. A lot of critics complain that you don't really feel like Spider-Man in this game, but I would have to disagree, because you do a whole lot of saving people. To be fair, it is true that the game's combat and mobility are not as good as they were in Spider-Man 2, but they're still pretty decent, and they make heavy use of agility. For some reason, I was convinced that I already pulled the car all the way over when you actually have to yank it twice. I'm not sure why Spidey couldn't yank it all the way over the first time.
Enough with the wanton destruction already, Doc. Do I look like your maid?
That's kind of a big assumption to make, Peter. How do you know it's wanton destruction? Maybe he had a reason for scaring those people off the building. Maybe he's actually still in complete control of himself and he just hates people. The game has a bit of a difficult time actually letting me take these people off the building and into safety, but that's okay because they have the best grip. They would put Wander to shame.
I think you just saved my life.
Oh, it's a good thing you ran over us because you have a health pickup on top of you. Thanks. If for some reason you're ever in need of health while you're patrolling the city, just look for an ambulance because they always have health pickups right on top of them. I guess that's kind of cute.
You don't ever run out of that web stuff, right?
Don't worry, ma'am. In this cannon, I generate it naturally.
Alone at last, Doc. Maybe not.
Press and hold the strong attack button to uppercut enemies. You can then yank them around with your webbing. Fun, huh? Press and hold the strong attack button to charge your uppercut and juggle these losers!
I don't use the uppercut very much in normal gameplay, but for the sake of the Let's Play, I'll try to use it more often.
Spider-Man, can you help us deal with these things?
The cops here are actually pretty resilient. You can leave them alone for a while before they start to lose. They even do damage to the things themselves. Good job, guys.
Really think I was just gonna stand there?
We've almost got him,
Hey, Spider-Man, there's more of them up this road.
Now, the lizard as a character doesn't really have a history of turning other people into giant humanoid lizards, but for the sake of creating video game enemies, that tends to happen sometimes. The Spider-Man game that came out in 2000 on the PlayStation 1 also featured a lizard army for Spidey to fight. In order to web up the sewer grates, we just need to fire a single shot at them while we're anywhere near them. Though it should be noted that we can't do this while we're in the air. We have to be on the ground. But yes, an army of lizard people also appeared as enemies in the 2000 Spider-Man game, and it really isn't explained why they are either.
This is not the time for a retreat.
Oh, we weren't retreating, Spidey. I was just taking the long way around because I'm a show-off. I do believe there is a single comic in which the lizard turns other people into lizards. I could be wrong on that, though. Maybe there's more than one, or maybe there's not even one. Also, we can put the lizards in an infinite combo like this. Takes a hell of a long time to finish them off that way, though. I guess you could argue that infinite combo is a result of a lack of polish, but you normally don't get the opportunity to do things like that. Because generally there's more than one enemy around you at a time. Man, these cops are really brave. They're just over there engaging in a fist fight with these lizard creatures. They're not even using their guns. I'm pretty sure in real life they would have been using their guns by now. But maybe this is an ideal Manhattan. An ideal Manhattan where there are lizard creatures.
I've got him cornered now. Only question is that a good thing? Here we go again. You might have actually got me if I was wearing my old suit. Great, you got away into the sewers. Ugh, I gotta build a nose filter into this mask one of these days.
We can make you better than you were before. Better, stronger, faster. Well, better and stronger anyway.